Hey there folks, I'm Charlotte, the Gulf Coast Granny, and I'm here to tell you that living in the Deep South is not for the faint of heart. We have every manner of critter around here, from flying cockroaches to flesh-eating bacteria. But today I'm here to tell you what termites can do to a raised bed garden in the South. So I'm going to start over here where my rose bed used to be. It is no longer a rose bed, but it is a destroyed bed. You see how this wood here is just hollow in the center and it's all mushy? That is termite damage. I have not seen any active termites in this wood, but there you have it. Most of the time you don't see the termites themselves. It has also affected this bed, and it basically just kind of fell apart. Now over here, I did replace this bed because it completely collapsed. It was just like this one's trying to do. It was 2 boards high, and when I walked out in the beginning of the spring back in March, it was only 1 board high. So I bought that bed to replace the one that got destroyed. Now I have to buy new beds to replace all of these here, plus the ones over there where the trellis is back there. But now this completely just fell apart. And you can tell right here, oh, the sun is in the way. This little piece of wood is all that's left of a 2x4. The rest of the middle of it is gone. This bed is so weak that it has bowed out on the side there. And I'm just hoping that it lasts through the winter, because I've planted my collard greens in here. This is also the bed where earlier in the month I tried to plant some mystery seeds. And they were seeds that had fallen out of the packages, and I just put all of them in one big container. There were kohlrabi, mustard greens, and I think collard greens or something like that. I can't even remember. But when I disturbed the soil to plant all of the collard greens you see here, then all of the mystery seeds started coming up. So I have no idea what they are. We'll find out when they grow up, and I'm going to have to thin those. But anyhow, we'll figure it out. This bed here, I had planted some pole beans back here all along this trellis, but something got in here and ate all of my seedlings except for these. So I have 3 pole bean plants, and it looks like, honestly, it only looks like one's going to survive. I might get out here and put some more up, but I don't think I have enough time. If you'll notice all of the weeds and grass growing in here, this weed here is called mimosa weed because it's shaped like mimosa plants. Trust me, it's not a mimosa. It's a weed, and it takes over everything around here. I have to pick them out every year. Oh, I don't know what this is. That looks like it might be something worth keeping. Oh, it's a carrot. Look at that. That's a carrot. See, I planted carrots down on this end, and something ate most of those seedlings too. I had a bunch of them, 3 rows of them down here. And that's the only one that's left. So anyhow, before I put the new beds together and get this garden redone, I'm going to solarize all of this soil, probably starting in about February. Kill all the weeds and all the critters that are living in the soil, and then reuse it in my new containers. Here's another bed with termite damage. See that? It's terrible. Now there's nothing in this bed but weeds and promise, I guess. Now over here, these are some trombone type squash. It's basically a zucchini. I weeded it the other day, but I didn't do a great job. Anyhow, this soil will eventually be solarized too and reused. But if you can tell right there right about the soil line, there's some more damage from the termites. This has fallen apart there. I also have some shelf fungus, which is this stuff here. It's called shelf fungus, and its main job, see right here, its main job is to eat wood, eat dead wood. Well, it wasn't dead till them termites got a hold of it, I guess. But it's all over this bed here. See that? And down at the bottom there. So as you can see, every single wooden bed that I have in this garden has been damaged by the termites. It has made it very frustrating and difficult to garden this year. I did grow a few tomatoes in the bed behind me, but that's it. That's all I've done all year long up until now. And I did get the bug to start gardening again. I love fall gardening. It is my favorite time of year to grow food. All of the foods that I like are grown in the fall. All of the foods that I like to grow are cooler weather vegetables like greens and lettuce and beets. We won't mention beets, but carrots, root vegetables of all sorts. So let me show you the alternative that I've created since the termites don't think I need a garden bed anymore. I'm going to fix them. I promise I am going to fix their little red wagon. So what we have over here is an entire 6-foot swimming pool for kids full of mustard greens. Now, I have planted them just about as thick as thieves in here. And for those of you who are asking why I have all these wires over everything, it's to keep the cats from using these beds as a litter box. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is thin these out little by little as they grow, cook them up as I thin them, and make room for the ones that want to get bigger to get bigger. And I will be eating mustard greens from now until spring, maybe even into about May. Anybody who has ever watched my channel knows that I love mustard greens, and this is one of my favorite things to grow. So there you have it. This bed here has some sugar snap peas in the back. I'll be setting a trellis up for them. That's what those stakes are for. I'm going to put some fencing around that so that the sugar snaps can grow up them. And then in the front of that little grow bag, I have some kohlrabi that I planted. In fact, look, it's starting to come up. Look at that. I got little baby kohlrabis in there. Hot diggity. This bed, well, my stick fell out. This grow bag is full of cilantro. That's a 25-gallon grow bag, and I love cilantro, so I planted the whole thing with cilantro. Now, this bed here has nothing in it yet. I'm going to be planting my beets in here. And this grow bag right here is a 50-gallon grow bag along with that one. And right now I have spinach in there. Doesn't look like it's doing real great either, to be honest with you. But in the greenhouse, I have some broccoli growing and also some bok choy. So I'll be planting a little bit of broccoli and bok choy in that bed. Now, I do have this container that I can fill up. I'm thinking about putting some bunching onions in there. And that's going to be all I grow other than the collard greens and those few beans over there. Until next spring when I replace all of this garden with metal raised bed containers. I'm also going to take all of the weeds out of this area, put down some weed cloth and some construction sand, and set my beds on top of the construction sand. Then I will mulch it as usual with pine needles, and hopefully it will keep the weeds down tremendously. So this is the start of my new garden. We will be working all winter long to get it going and get it replaced and get that soil solarized and be ready March the 7th to start planting tomatoes and cucumbers and all that yummy stuff. So stick with me. I will show you how the garden grows over the wintertime, and I will show you the progress on getting everything just, taken down and put back up. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you again real soon, all right?